All right, I'm like going to the bathroom so I can go on camera like more easily.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to I Want Entertainment. We are here, Gamers Paradise 2, Level 5, with the one and only Matthew Papa trying to ascend himself in paradise.
Ew, that's disgusting.
But I'm kidding. Okay. Matthew Papa, a lot has happened. We're just gonna quickly recap. I know you are a busy beaver, so we're just not gonna keep you here long. So Haley is not removed. Haley's debugged. We are in the midst of the racing round. You, after the results, are either dead last or second to last.
Second.
Why? Why?
Everyone hates me because I'm too hot and sexy, and everyone thinks to be me. So it's understandable. No.
Full on jealousy.
Very that. No. Everyone just blames everything on me. Even now, I have heard people are still blaming things on me. So, someone who actively isn't talking to people, getting blamed for all these things, it just makes the most sense to believe it. So everyone just using me as their scapegoat.
So essentially, you were an easy target based off of like dynamics in the house. Has anybody came and approached you about whether if they had questions or concerns, or did they just operate off of hearsay without coming to clear the air with you or confront you about it?
I mean, me and Sharonica finally talked, and we just kind of talked about the things that we had heard. But that was pretty much it. I mean, even I literally just got off the call with Brandon, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm tired of the he said, she said shit." And Brandon goes, "Well, I heard that I was your target this week." And I go, "Well, who did you hear that from? Because I didn't say that to anyone." Knowing damn well I said it to one person. And he goes, "Well, I'd rather not say." And I go, "We're just giving right back into the he said, she said shit." But that person was Sean. So thank you for confirming what I thought. I'm still not going to put up Sean, but I'm more actively going for Brandon now instead of Garrett.
So you're supposed to have this agreement or deal with Sean for 2 weeks, right? I don't want to misstate anything, but is that the update? Like a 2-week agreement since y'all were the only ones competing for GPU?
So the agreement was I was supposed to throw the CPU comp, and then it was this week and next week I would have safety, which I'm assuming jury's at final 9, so then I would have been the final pre-juror. But it was hard to throw a competition that was that easy. No shade to Sean. I heard he had tech issues, so I blame those. But I mean,
11 minutes worth of tech issues.
He goes, "I was kicked out of the Zoom, and then I couldn't open Snapchat or whatever he was using." I was like, "Girl, whatever." Yeah, no. I plan on keeping with that deal. Do I think he will? For now, yeah. It is.
You're not hesitant. You're not hesitant in him keeping the deal if you just told me he pretty much sold Brandon out to you. Does that make you question if he would even actually stick to what he said?
So I know he won't nominate me. He will get his allies to nominate me, but he won't. And the only person that's actively winning competitions other than Brandon is Sean. So it's if Sean wants to try to get me targeted, he's gonna have to go through his allies. So do I think Sean would nominate me next week? Himself? No. His allies? Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
So as of right now, I'm shocked that you're even standing upright with all the weight of the powers in your pocket.
Not all of them. I gave one back to Tyler, and there's another one that I don't know who has.
But still, you had an up like even before Simulation Girl, you had enough to fucking feed Somalia. So I on the silver lining to like having an ally quit and an ally removed is like you have their arsenal essentially, right? So how did it make you feel knowing, okay, at least I have this, and then how are you going to use it in the game to like, use it properly in their name and memory?
Well, I mean, I use simulation properly in their memory, so thanks, Autumn.
Check.
But no, it was kind of funny because Kennedy was like, "Yeah, things aren't looking good for me," and I go, "Well, can you give me your power before you leave?" Because like I was like, I don't want you to like give it to Zyler or Billy. I was like, I want it.
You're like, I love you. I'm really concerned about you. I hope you don't, but like, I need to just throw this out there really quickly.
I literally go, I understand this game is not the best headspace for you. I go, but like, I would like your power. Thank you. Because that's a lot of power. So yeah. And then when Autumn was like, oh, I quit, I ran to her DM so fast. I was like, please give me them. I was like, please. She goes, well, I quit and I didn't say that I wanted to give them away. And I said, go back, tell them that you want to give them away. So
I can't stand you. Why are you like this?
I said, if I'm not gonna find the powers, give them to me. But
so yeah, dude, does it make you feel at least a little bit more comfortable? Because like, had you not had the power, there's no saying that you would even been CPU. It like would because not ideally, but like if I were playing in this game, I think Corruptor would like be one of the things that I would probably go for first if I had the choice. So if you didn't have that power, who even knows if you would have went for CPU? Thus, you'd be up against 7 other people or 6 other people. Just keep your ass safe. So
yeah, no, it was nice. And then if I didn't have it, I literally was gonna go for CPU because my initial thought was, well, I think everyone's gonna nom me except for Billy and Tyler. So I'm like, if one of them wins, cool. But like, if not, oh well.
Yeah, then you need to fight for your spot to be the one nominating.
Yeah. But the other powers, I'm like kind of pushing for racing to be next, because it's another power to save my ass if I need it. But yeah, Garrett said he wants to do gotcha. I'm like, girl, not during a live night. It's gonna be so bad. But I guess it makes sense. So yeah.
So where do you see your game going from here? We'll wrap it up.
Um,
And what's the ideal outcome for you in this week? Like tomorrow night or tonight, rather, right? Tonight's the Corruptor and debugging.
Yes. Tonight, Brandon can go home. Thank you. Mwah. But if he wins veto, I think Brandon made a good point. He goes, if you could find out whoever dark type is, you and Garrett both have 2 votes on him or them. And I was like, oh, I said, I know who dark type is, but I didn't tell him that. And I'm still heavily debating that because like the deal that I had made was to go after Garrett. And it's like, if Garrett doesn't go home, I feel like that deal is broken. So like whatever. But I'm trying to set myself up better for next week. So if I'm going to flip on that part of the deal, I want Brandon.
I see what you're saying. If you're going back on a deal and you're not following through fully, like you want to get the most out of it because you're gonna have the repercussions anyway next week, type of thing. Okay. Yep, makes sense.
So preferably Brandon goes home this week. Because I feel like, I mean, he's even still hiding who his source of information is. So like, but I know kind of who his source of information is.
And if Brandon gets repaired,
I'm between putting up Romeo and Tasha. Tasha, just because like I think it would show Sean that I actually didn't fully lie and that Tasha would go off a block. But then I think I just don't know. Like if Romeo went up, then Romeo goes because me and Garrett are for, and then I think Tyler would be a vote on him. And supposedly Sharonica said that she'd keep Garrett, so we'll see about that. I don't know against two. I know she told Brandon already that she was evicting him or debugging him, whatever. So yeah, I just have to call Tyler and be like, please evict Brandon. He's not good for our game. And hopefully, if I tell him that he's super close allies with Sean, he'll send him home.
All right, Papa, thank you so much for the live. You're